And we are live. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, Chiller, welcome, welcome. How are you today? Okay. Load the game. Also, I looked it up, so I was trying to remember, how old was I when I played this? It came out in 2003. So I was 10. I was 10 years old. Okay. And okay. Yeah. So Luke, you were trying to remember what the pasta and veggie platter was. So it says it's served with dinner salad, bread, and your choice of soft drink. Includes penne pasta tossed with sliced mushrooms, artichoke hearts, sun-dried tomatoes, fresh sweet basil, a splash of cream, and topped with Asiago cheese. So that would be a lot of ingredients to get, but we could do it. And the Captain's Cove Fun Day, it says it's 6 layers of sheer heaven. Chocolate chip brownie. Oh, chocolate chip brownie. Layered with ice cream, banana chunks, nuts, whipped cream, and topped with triple thick hot fudge. Hey, Chiller says, still alive. Yourself? Same. I got my hair done, which is why it's straightened today, but it's probably not going to show up, but it's navy blue underneath now. So I'm very happy with it. Oh. Yeah, I just think the penne pasta sounds so good. I think we have penne pasta. I know we have mushrooms. So we would need artichoke heart, sun-dried tomatoes, fresh basil, Asiago cheese, maybe? We might have. Killer says, hair looks good, blue's my favorite color. I don't even know if I have a favorite color anymore, but blue is my favorite color for my hair to be. I have favorite colors for specific things, and blue is my favorite color for hair. Luke says the burger sounds pretty tasty too. Accompanied by French fries, dinner salad, and your choice of soft drink. 1/3 pound of fresh ground all-American 100% pure beef. Served on a toasted sesame seed bun with the works and double thick cheese. Garnished with a dill pickle spear and our homemade mustard sauce. Hello, Roy. Welcome back. How are you doing? Roy says, hola, and you reading off that grocery list or restaurant food list? I gained 10 pounds. Yeah. Yeah, I think she said it was... I want to say she said that the fun day was like 2,180 calories or something like that. It's either that or 1,280. I'm doing all right. I got my hair done. All of the color that had been left stripped out in the very, very hot, sad showers that I took while I was sick. So having the color back in, it's like, I'm well, I'm human, everything is fine. Oh man, Roy says, I used to eat that way and I almost got to 250. That's kind of impressive, actually. But yeah, all of this sounds very good. The pasta and veggie platter, like, it has a bunch of vegetables in it. And we'd be doing, like, organic, gluten-free pasta. Aw. So there was this guy I used to watch on YouTube. No judgment here, and I'm going to try to relay one of his jokes without profanity. Keep it family friendly. but there's this guy I used to watch on YouTube. Thank you, Chiller. And he was a shock comic. So, you know, he would say funny things, but in the most horrible way possible. And he had this one video that was his best video. Like, the others I got really burnt out on, but he had one that I still think is funny, but he, like, a bunch of his stuff got pulled from YouTube. I can't imagine why. And that was one of the ones that keeps disappearing, and every so often it pops up again. But he had one where he has 2 whiteboards and he's trying to explain, like, giving a blank about something and breaking down, like, each of the words for what you can give a blank. You know, I don't give a blank. Well, how much energy is that? And so he breaks it down as amounts of energy and, like, has a scale for how much energy each of these things is and how much energy different actions cost. And one of the particular things he says is that he says you have to give S about what you eat, because which is like the mid-range, because if you only give a B about what you eat, then eventually you'll have to give an F about what you eat. And he has this story about going to his doctor at like 35 or 40, and his doctor was like Russian and told him, "Terence, you broke your eater." And so he can't eat like that anymore. And it just, you know, I just think about it a lot. It has stuck with me for quite some time. If you don't care enough about what you eat, break your eater.
State Board of Parole. I understand you have some questions concerning Harlan Bishop.
Right. Hi. Yes, for starters, could you tell me what prison he was in?
He served 30 months in Bayside State Prison for check kiting and forgery. He was paroled 5 weeks ago.
Aha, a white-collar criminal. I obsessively love the podcast Red Collar, and that ended, and then she went on to do one called Blood Money, and so I've been listening to Blood Money, which I believe is also over. It's like, I hope she's doing another one after this. Not sure how to find it, but Red Collar is all, and Blood Money, it's all white-collar criminals who escalate to murder. And in fiction, they tend to have people that we want to see redeemed or whatever. They tend to make them all white-collar criminals so that, like, we can see they're not dangerous. But having listened to so much Red Collar, when I see someone's a white-collar criminal, I'm like, oh, they could snap at any moment. You'll never see it coming. Roy says, have you ever seen a white-collar prison? They're ridiculous. It's very odd.
Was he ever at New Jersey State Prison?
No, ma'am.
Did he ever have a cellmate named Chaz Dunning?
No, ma'am. As far as I know,
No,
Harlan
ma'am.
is a security guard at Captain's Cove Amusement Park. Now, do all these questions mean you know something about him that I don't?
No, that's pretty much what I know, too.
Well, I hope I've been of some assistance.
Oh, you have. You've been a big help. Thank you.
Good day, then.
Bye.
Okay. Harlan's in the clear. Let me see. I have one of each token. So once I buy the harmonica, I'll need to do the game again. I can still have all the tokens. I think I have all of them. Right? Yeah. Okay. Doo Wop Wah. Easy peasy harmonicas. Made in Thailand. Okay. So I need to do... I have to beat Barnacle Blast.
Welcome to Barnacle Blast. Uh-oh, you are using your last one credit, so I'm keeping your card. But don't worry, you can always get a new one. Now blast all those nasty barnacles off the ship.
The music is way louder than the voices. I'm gonna need to tweak that after I lose the game. Alright. So it's arrows and spacebar. Oh, medium. Absolutely. We're not doing hard. I've done that one before and I regretted it. Ah. What is it? It's like I've been gaming a long time. A long time. Play a lot of games. I can play most of the games that I like, you know, without thinking about it. But as soon as something comes up as like a command, a challenge, where it's like, you'll die if you don't hit spacebar. It's like, what's a spacebar? Okay. Luke says, why are you torturing yourself with Breakout again? So that I can have a collection of all of the tokens. Oh, I love it when it gets stuck up there. It's so weird too, because it'll say, like, in the little intro thing, to try hitting the ball with different sections of the paddle. To, like, control it and send it in different directions. But you're using the arrow keys to move it, and there is a minimum amount that you can move it. So you can't actually, like, finagle it for different angles. It just happens. Okay, one more. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I gotta have the mermaid token. Look at it. It's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna go to the menu.
Dear
Game
Ned,
setup.
well, here I am at Captain's Cove Amusement Park, about to try to figure out what's behind all the weird things that have been happening here lately. Dear Ned, well, here I am at Captain's Cove Amusement Park, about to try to figure out what's behind all the...
Okay. Let's try that. So, need a new fun pass.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
Guess who needs another fun card?
Here you go. Enjoy.
Thank you. Then...
I found some kind of electronic device under the carousel. I'm pretty sure someone has been turning the carousel on and off at night by remote control.
Why would somebody want to do that? Whatever you found was probably just some kind of toy that fell out of some kid's pocket.
I just don't know if he's cut out to be a security guard. I don't know that that's his calling.
I found an old letter in the gear room of the carousel. It was written by the guy who carved all the horses, Rolf Kessler. Is it okay if I keep it?
Far as I'm concerned, I'll mention it to Miss Santos, see what she says.
Kessler used to have a workshop under what's now the haunted house. Have you ever been down there?
I didn't even know there was a down there.
Roy says, I don't feel secure. Exactly. Like, I can tell he's trying, but I don't think that this is quite for him.
I heard strange noises the last time I was in there. They seem to be coming from below. Have you ever heard anything weird in there?
Everything I hear in there is weird. I mean, it's a haunted house, right?
Luke says he seems like he'd be good at
I'll see
construction.
you around.
Go get him.
He can be one of the 5 people standing around. Ooh. Alright. Oh yeah. We need notes. Okay. So, you know what? I know that we need to play the harmonica for Miles. What else do we have to do? Okay, we need to talk to Ingrid. Find the key to the hidden door. Ask around about the device. Okay. Keep checking email. Okay. Okay. So, let's talk to Ingrid.
Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
How well do you know Elliot Chen?
Not very. But I've noticed he has a very strange aura. Very dark around the edges. Odd for an artist, but then it's nowhere near as dark as Joy's. Her aura's a mess.
Interesting.
Why do you think that is?
She's hiding something. And she's hiding from something. Something very big and very dark. Plus, she eats way too many carbs. To say nothing of pencils.
She has a dark aura because she eats too many carbs? Moving on.
I found something underneath the carousel that looks like it might be a remote control device.
Oh, I'd like to see it. Interesting. I looked under there. Wonder how I missed it. May I have this?
Actually, I'd kind of like to keep it.
Suit yourself.
Did you know that the man who carved the carousel horses had a workshop under what's now the haunted house?
How appropriate, considering Kessler's belief in the supernatural and all.
I heard some strange sounds the last time I was in there. They seem to be coming from below.
That's odd. I've been doing a lot of work in there lately, and I haven't heard any strange noises. So either your ears are better than mine, or your imagination is.
Well, that was catty.
I discovered a hidden door in the haunted house.
Is that right?
Maybe she needs to eat a Big Mac. Maybe that would make her feel better.
Unfortunately, it's locked.
It's obvious you don't put much stock in curses, but a word to the wise, there really do exist some doors that no one should open. I'd be very careful if I were you.
I bet she could be friends with Abby from Message in a Haunted Mansion.
I got your soldering gun from Elliot and fixed that card reader. Does he borrow your tools a lot?
Very rarely. He's not exactly a mechanical genius.
I understand that you know the man who got hurt in that roller coaster accident, Lance Huffington?
I've talked to him. I don't really know him.
What did you talk to him about?
Look, what are you getting at?
I was just wondering if maybe you and he are in cahoots.
Are you suggesting that he and I planned the accident? He gets on the coaster, I shut off the power, he cries whiplash and gives me half of whatever he gets from the lawsuit? Interesting theory. Unfortunately, it's totally wrong. I called him to tell him to rub his neck 3 times a day with witch hazel and lavender. If his neck is really injured, that will cure it. Why are you so eager to accuse me of something?
Because you seem to have a lot of money, far more than the park pays you. I can't help but wonder where it's coming from.
All right. I have been making money on the side, but it's not what you think. I've been helping someone design a roller coaster. I even let him borrow the blueprints for our coaster, so he could study them, not steal them. I kept it secret because it could be construed as conflict of interest. This guy knows I'm taking a risk, so he pays me very well.
Clearly?
Now, your turn. It's obvious that you've been nosing around in here. How did you get in?
She says he pays her very well. Again, the watch costs 20 grand. How much money do you have to have for 20 grand to seem reasonable for a watch?
Someone made a tape of you entering your security code into the keypad outside, which I just happened to see.
Harlan. I knew it bugged him that this place was off limits, but spying on me? That guy's got a real problem. As for you, I'd appreciate it if you would kindly remove your nice and deficient little self from my office. I have work to do.
Ooh, my little self. Okay. We can go play the harmonica for Miles.
Will Nancy Drew please report to the security office?
Uh-oh, we're in trouble again.
I stepped out for a second, and when I came back, somebody'd left this envelope on my desk. Looks like it's for you. Got your name on it anyway.
Okay.
There's nothing inside but a key. Maybe it opens that door in the haunted house.
Says it's from
Here, let me toss that envelope for you. I want to apologize for
clue,
jumping all over
Harlan.
you like that before. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that I would have done just what you did. No hard feelings?
No hard feelings.
Okay.
Hey, Nance, what's going on?
What color was the tail of the carousel horse that was stolen?
I don't remember. I could probably dig up an old picture and look.
Are you sure the horse that was stolen was not an original Kessler?
Positive.
I found this strange hidden door in the haunted house. Problem is, it's locked. Do you have any idea what's behind it?
Ask Joy. That nutty professor father of hers always had these little secret projects going in the park, even after he sold his interest. Miss Santos didn't have the heart to boot him out.
Oh, let's call him out on him also having way too much money.
I noticed you have a Poppy Dada.
We met at an art show last year. She insisted I take that piece home with me. She'd never admit it, but she thinks I'm hot.
Uh-huh.
I'll let you get back to work.
Rock on.
I mean, I guess he has some Brady Armstrong vibes. Okay. Harmonica.
Any luck? I think we're all set. I know the tune, and I've got a harmonica.
Play it for Miles and see what happens.
My oral sensors are ready. Suck it to me.
Suck it to me, 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 suck it to me. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, I'm holding it. Duh. Okay. A, B, D, E, F, E, A, E, D, C, B, A. All right. A.
Hooray!
I remember that song. I did ride the carousel. Over and over and over. Always the same horse. Always the same black horse.
You loved the carousel, and you loved one horse in particular. It was not the lead horse, and it was not spectacular, but you loved it, Joy. What was its name?
I can't remember.
Hold up. This might have a plot hole.
Is the name important?
I am not programmed to continue unless and until you remember the name of that horse. You loved it so much that your mother bought it for you.
She was the one who bought the horse off the carousel? That's interesting. The park must have a record of that transaction.
I haven't seen it, but you're right. It must be around here somewhere.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
You're the greatest.
Thanks. I think so too.
Mind if I do a little more snooping?
Go ahead and look around. Excuse all the clutter. I'm still trying to get this place organized.
Boom. Resale. He has agreed to sell the horse named Smudge. The horse will be removed from the ride on August 3rd. Therefore, it must be replaced immediately. Please find out how much this will cost and when you can deliver it. I need this information by end of day Thursday.
Looks like stenography. It's a memo about one of the carousel horses being sold. I wonder which horse.
Okay. Alright. But didn't they say that it was the lead horse that was stolen? So Elliot says that the horse that was stolen was the one that had been sold before and replaced. Miles says that the horse that she loved so much that it was sold is not the lead horse. I thought for sure they said it was the lead horse that was stolen. Maybe I'm dumb. I could be blanking. Wonder if she wrote it down anywhere. Let's see. Nancy keeps pretty good notes. Oh wow, she has a note that the blank piece of paper smelled like lemon. Would have been nice if she'd commented on it as well. But, okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know if it was the lead horse or not. Oh well. Alright, let's call Bess and George. Boop.
Hello? Hi, Bess. It's only me.
Oh, hi, Nance. Listen to you. You're probably making Nancy feel terrible. Maybe I should answer the phone from now on. You wouldn't dare.
It's okay, guys. I understand.
I'm sorry, Nancy. As you may have guessed, Matt hasn't called yet, and he is just so cute. Anyway, what's up?
There was a brochure for a sports car in Ingrid's work area, the Pandora 2XS.
That is like the hottest car ever. One of the most expensive, that's for sure. She must make a ton of money.
Either that or she's about to come into a ton of money.
The engine oil thickens.
Well, looks like we haven't talked to Bess and George for a long while. Whoopsie. Gonna take a minute to get them all caught up.
I finally met the park's art director, Elliot Chen. We kind of got off on the wrong foot, but he's real friendly to me now.
But is he too friendly? That's the question. Yeah, maybe he's trying to deflect suspicion by making nice.
That could be. I do get the feeling he knows more about the carousel than he lets on.
Uh-oh. Sounds like another candidate for the suspect list.
I've played this game a lot.
I I almost got creamed by the roller coaster when I was on the tracks looking around, and I don't think it was an accident.
Someone tried to kill you? Ouch.
I found one of Joy's chewed-up pencils just before it happened, but she says she doesn't know how it got there.
Just from now on, stay away from that coaster, Nan. Stick to the carousel. Man, I never thought I'd hear myself say that.
I love carousels.
Turns out Ingrid was calling Lance Huffington to share a remedy for neck pain with him.
Or so she says.
She's also been making money on the side by helping someone design a roller coaster.
Or so she says. I agree with Bess. Don't go erasing her from your suspect list just yet, Nan.
I need you guys to do something for me. I found some stenography notes that I'd really like to translate, only I don't know shorthand.
Say no more. We'll do some research and get right back to you. We will? I barely know how to spell stenography, let alone research it. We'll call you when we're through. We can do this, Bess. What is with all this we stuff?
I do like that as it goes through the games, Bess kind of gets more confident in it and more involved with the mysteries. That's very fun for me.
Catch you guys later.
Keep in touch. Keep up the good work.
Okay. Let's see. Have they sent it already? No. Should probably go away and come back. Do we have anything else to do? Oh yeah, we have the key! Good grief. I got a key to a hidden door in a haunted house and I forgot I had it. Maybe my brain is not meant for puzzle games. I guess to be fair, give myself sort of like the benefit of the doubt, but whatever. Just to be fair to myself, which I struggle with. I've been like trying to outline a mystery today. So I have another mystery going on in my head and trying to juggle all of the clues and stuff for that. So there's kind of a lot of clues in here right now. Oh yeah, secret door. Not a Nancy Drew game without a secret
Maybe these
passage
stairs go down to
somewhere.
Kessler's workshop. What was that?
Yeep. Okay. Somebody tried to squish us. An assassination attempt has occurred. We also found a pair of pliers. But nothing super useful. Let me see if she'll tell Bess and George about it. Like, no workshop. Just assassination.
Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's me.
Hi, Nance.
Oh my gosh, he called.
Yes, we're going out next Friday.
Let me guess. You're going to a movie.
Yes, he gets free tickets and free refills. There you have it, Nance. Bess has achieved nirvana, and I'm free to move about the room without fearing for my life. So what's new with you?
Aww.
A secret someone left a key for me that unlocked a door in the haunted house. I was hoping it would lead to Kessler's old workshop. Instead, it led to a booby trap.
Someone purposefully lured you into a trap? You must be getting close to something, Nan.
I found a pair of pliers behind the door. I'm pretty sure they're Ingrid's.
She's an engineer, don't forget. Making booby traps is probably right up her alley.
Roy says her date works at the movie theater and he gets free popcorn. This is completely accurate. I think she said he was the guy who works the concession stand or something. I mean, hey, I wouldn't be complaining either.
Got anything on stenography for me yet?
Still working on it. Sorry.
All
Catch you guys later.
We'll be right here. Toodles.
Okay. I like the haunted house. I'd like it more if I could see more of it. Ingrid's already mad at us.
Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
Here's your pliers. I found them in the haunted house behind that hidden door, which led to a booby trap.
I told you mine were missing. Maybe somebody found them and left them by that door on purpose. I don't know. But they prove nothing, I do know that.
Thanks for your help.
No big deal.
I just don't like her. Speaking of people who have dark auras. Oh.
Hello?
Hi, Nance. We found some stuff on stenography. Oh, so now it's we, huh? Okay, George found most of it, surprise, surprise, but I helped.
Thank you so much. You guys are the best.
So go back to the hotel and check your laptop. We emailed a little tutorial to you. But you gotta promise to let us know what the note you translate says.
I promise. Thanks again, you guys.
Okay.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
I'll see you around.
Sounds good.
I can't tell the security guard that somebody tried to murder me in the park? That seems unfair. Okay. Alright. Shorthand. It's phonetic writing. Okay. Alright, let's learn stenography. So S is a little whoop. Also used for Z. And A, little circle. Okay. Oh, some words in stenography are read from top to bottom and some from left to right. I don't know about that. Okay. All right. It's phonetic, so no silent letters. Type the letter that is not pronounced, so would not be written. Okay. Perfect score. Yeah, that was really tough. Okay. E is a little tiny circle. Okay. So I actually do remember the name of the horse, but I have to go through all of this anyway. And since they have the little quizzes, you have to actually pay attention. Sounds, not letters. Okay. Okay. And then that be sane? I think that's sane. Okay. Random word. Me? Okay. And name. Okay, yay. Yeah, like I said, I have the final answer memorized, but not all of this stuff. O is a little whoop, and R is a whoop, and L is a woo. Okay. O, R. Ooh, okay. I just have to remember long enough to get through the puzzle. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll need all of these. That's M. Mole? Phew. S. say sail? This looks like tokens. Aw. And then in E Neil? Wow, okay. Hey Boomer, welcome, welcome. How are you today? Hey Chiller, we're learning stenography. We're writing in shorthand. It's phonetic, so there's no silent letters in it. Okay, double lines mean capitalized. And ooh, little zoop. Okay. We're almost through it. The thing that we're learning this so that we can read, I actually do remember what it is. I could just skip to that, except that you do have to go through this part, and I don't have all of this memorized. Okay. It would be fun to learn stenography, just, you know, for taking notes and stuff. I don't know if I have the brain power to do it right now. Okay. All right, let's try this. Oh no. Low. Hang on. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, Boomer. Chiller says screenshots for the win. I can't. Like, I can't do screenshots on the PC right now because of how I'm using like OBS and everything to stream. And I can't use my phone to just take a picture of the screen because I'm using that to read the chat. Roy says it looks like the way my doctor writes out prescriptions. Oh my gosh, so accurate. This one. Good. Oh. Hmm. What is that? Oh. Go. Oh, wait. Oh. Ah, okay. That about got my brain. Okay. So, we know that Joy's mother bought her favorite carousel horse off of the carousel, like Joy's favorite. And we need the name of it. I know the name.
The name of the carousel horse is Glory.
Boom. So then we have to give that to Miles. Oh, also someone tried to murder us. Rumor says some of those steno words could be mistaken for a calculus equation. Lucky me, I never got to calculus. I was a failure at math.
Any luck?
I know the name of that carousel horse your mother bought you. Glory.
Glory. That's right. Glory. My mother gave him to me for my birthday. My 4th birthday. She died in a car accident that very night.
Luke says trigonometry almost killed me. Chiller says wouldn't be a Nancy Drew game if someone didn't try to murder you. Oh, it's even more Nancy Drew because they tried to murder me in the secret passageway.
How awful. No wonder you forgot how much you love the carousel. It would have reminded you of your mother.
I hated the park after my mother died. I hated the carousel, and I hated that horse. I blamed it for what happened to my mother. I had my father destroy it.
But your father did not destroy it. Instead, he stored it. He hoped that someday, with the help of
Miles, the magnificent memory machine!
you would come to terms with your past. And because that is what you are doing, here is the third and final riddle. Ask Tink for the book you and I used to read about Kessler and Amelia So Kind. Give her nickname a spin on spook number 10. Then the brass prize arrange on its forearm so strange. And something long lost and cherished you'll find.
Tink's the guy who runs the carousel. Let's give him a call. I've got his number.
No. Nancy, I did something terrible. I turned the power off to the roller coaster and caused the accident that shut down the park. I blamed Miss Santos for my father's death, just like I blamed that horse for what happened to my mother. I feel horrible. Keep going without me, Nancy. I have to go see Ms. Santos and apologize.
Let's see. You know what? I love Miles. I have a lot of nostalgia for Miles. But also I was looking it up, and when this game came out I was 10 years old. So, you know, formative experience. So, you have free ride to the holder of the brass ring. We're gonna have to use the brass ring later, but I figure I want to use it just one time and then we'll grab another one.
This takes a fun pass.
It says that there's free ride. Oh, it won't let me do it because now it's waiting
This
for
takes
the thing.
a fun pass.
Bummer. We'll ride anyway.
Let's go for a spin on the carousel. By the way, you have 4 fun credits left on your card. Enjoy the ride. Ha-ha.
Aha.
The carousel will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on tight. And don't forget to try for the brass ring.
Here comes the brass ring. Got it.
We already had it. You can't get more than one. I've tried. She'll say she got it, but you don't get another one.
Here it comes again.
Otherwise, I'd just be going around and around collecting brass rings. Hippocampus, that's what the horse is. The fish horse thing. Who says you could have another one in your heart? Oh, that sounds like it would be very dangerous. I'd have to talk to my doctor. Let's see. I'll think. Let's... Let's go here for that. Alright, I'll tink. Luke says, do you have brass rings in your heart? You may be entitled to
Hi, it's
compensation.
Nancy Drew. Did you land that fish?
I don't want to talk about it. That answer your question?
I'm curious, who do you think stole that horse off the carousel?
Kids staring at each other, doing stupid kid stuff. Or maybe somebody just liked the way old Nightshade looked and wanted him for himself. I don't know.
Nightshade?
That was its name, Nightshade. Kessler gave all of his horses names, painted them on their bridles.
Okay, so Elliot's lying to us. Because we've had, at least Elliot, I think, told us that the horse that was stolen was the one that had been sold and replaced years ago. And we now know the horse that was sold and replaced was Glory, but the horse that was stolen was Nightshade. So it would have been an original horse.
According to the late Daryl Trent, you have a book about Rolf Kessler and his wife.
Not anymore, I don't.
You don't have it?
Daryl Trent was kind of an oddball, you know what I mean? So when he gave me the book, I said I'd hang on to it just to humor him. As soon as he died, I pitched it.
You threw it out? You mean in the garbage?
He said it was a book he and his kid used to read. But hey, Daryl Trent was dead. I never met the kid, and the book was boring. So what was the point?
Uh-oh, is Chiller part of a conspiracy?
I need to find out Amelia's nickname.
Who's Amelia?
Oh, never mind.
Sorry.
Have fun fishing.
I'm trying.
Try. Yeah, we have that guy who's an expert. Oh dear. Oh. Hello, Marquee Gaming. Hello, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. How y'all doing this evening? We are playing Nancy Drew, the Haunted Carousel. And there's navy blue underneath. It's just really hard to tell. Like I said, I need to get pictures in natural light because it's really hard to see navy blue. Oh yeah. Yeah, so we've gotten our final puzzle, which should let us access the secret room under the haunted house. I don't know, Pip, you and Mark have just ever so slightly different styles of communication. How's the art going? I'm going to go ahead and call this guy. He's an expert and the man who carved the carousel horses.
Sukov.
My name is Nancy Drew. I saw the article you wrote about Rolf Kessler in the Collector's Hot Sheet magazine.
That was several months back, but go on.
Well, seeing as you're pretty much an expert on Kessler as well as carousels, I was hoping you could answer a question for me.
I'd be delighted.
All right. We'll see. We don't have much of the game left, but have a good evening. All right.
Would you happen to know the nickname Rolf Kessler gave his wife, Amelia?
Of course I do. At least, I thought I did. It was an Austrian term of endearment, rather common. Oh, come on, Anton, think. Spazi. That was it. Spazi. S-P-A-T-Z-I. He always called her Spazi.
That's quite the term of endearment.
Did you by any chance hear about the horse that was stolen off the carousel at Captain's Cove Amusement Park in New Jersey? It was one of the carousels that Kessler carved.
Yes, I did, and I thought, how odd. Because you see, I'd gotten a call from someone about a month prior to that asking me how much I thought one of those horses would be worth.
Really? Do you have any idea who it was that called?
None whatsoever. He never gave me his name, nor did he say where he was calling from. The thought that I may have actually encouraged someone to mutilate a work of art. Oh.
Chiller says, BTW Princess, have you heard of Puffin Forest? I have not. What is that? Oh my gosh. The puns that fly in this chat. I love puns. I find them very amusing. I am terrible at them. Which means that I wind up with a lot of friends who are really good at puns, and they'll just be going back and forth, punning wildly at each other, while I sit there going, ha, ha, nice, yeah. Thank you, Sharky. Yeah, underneath it's navy blue, but it's really hard to show in this light, so I'm going to try to get pictures in natural lighting. Oh my gosh, Boomer! And Chiller, I have possibly not. Like, I know about the animal, the puffin, but...
Did you hear about how the carousel at Captain's Cove is now allegedly haunted because one of the horses was stolen?
Yes, what a wonderfully romantic piece of nonsense.
Yeah, so how's everyone doing this evening? I didn't get to stay in Pip's art chat for long. He animates TTRPG scenarios. What? What? I need to get back into drawing so that I can start drawing some of the stuff that's happening in like both my campaign and in Beacons.
Do you have any idea why someone would be going to the trouble of making the carousel turn on and off by itself?
As a matter of fact, I do. I think that someone wants publicity. Whoever stole the horse wants people to know that it's gone so that when he or she goes to sell it, there will be a whole slew of eager buyers.
But we're talking about stolen property. Are you saying people would willingly buy something they know was stolen?
We're talking about the black market, my dear. Great works of art get stolen by thieves and bought by less than scrupulous collectors all the time.
Chandler says, I'm alive, you... Yeah, I'm doing well. I got ice cream today. I got my hair done, I went and got ice cream, did a little bit of writing, figured out my final image, which is always like a huge breakthrough moment for me. So, I'm doing all right today. Homer says the usual, I look in the mirror and wonder how I got so old so fast. I get that. Yeah.
If someone did steal that horse off the carousel in order to make money off of it, what would be his or her next move? How would they go about selling it?
Well, the thief would probably get a middleman to set up a bidding war between several buyers in order to get the highest price. The internet comes in very handy in such matters.
Like I was saying, I looked up this game that I have fond memories of, and it came out in 2003, which was 20 years ago. And that doesn't feel like it can be real. That's too long.
How much would a horse from a Kessler carousel be worth?
Depending on its condition, whether it's an inside horse or an outside horse, whether it's the lead horse, anywhere from $80,000 to well over $100,000.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
Yes, it is. But Kessler carved horses for only 5 carousels in his lifetime. So not only is each horse exquisitely beautiful, but it's very rare, especially if it's the lead horse.
The lead horse?
The outside horse, just behind the chariot, the place where you can sit instead of ride. It's traditionally the most ornately carved horse on the carousel, hence the most valuable.
Thanks for all the info.
The pleasure was all mine.
Interesting. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. There's no way. Alright. Hold on. I'm trying to remember where a thing is. Well, it's not there. Alright. Oh, I think I have to trigger something first. Okay.
Looks like Spook 10 is missing an arm. It's been red tagged. Better not take the tag until I fix this.
Alright. Go talk to Ingrid.
Hello, Nancy. How goes it?
There's a dummy in the haunted house that's been red tagged. It's missing an arm. Any chance it'll be up and running again in the near future?
Got the arm right here. Just needed a battery. That's one of the dummies Joy Trent's father created. Probably why the circuitry is so bizarre. It works though, so just reattach it. You'll need pliers. Oh, and don't forget to take the red tag back to Spy Master Bishop.
Thanks for your help.
You bet.
Thank you, Chiller. I'm gonna have to check that out. Now I have stuff to do after the stream.
That looks tight enough.
Boomer? I would have no idea.
I need to take this red tag back to Harlan.
I am not a car person. Lovely weird noises.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
Could you please turn the juice back on to the dummy in the haunted house that Ingrid was fixing? Here's the tag.
You've really got the system down, don't you? I'll just flip the switch and you'll be good to go.
I'll see you around.
Have fun.
Okay. We're getting real close to the end of the game. Can we drag it out more? Because I think we're going to be a little bit short of the 2-hour mark. We could get pasta again.
Hotel operator, what do you want?
But see, when it's over, I don't really have, like, another thing to start. So it'll just be a short stream.
I'd like to order the pasta and veggie platter.
And you want the orange juice instead of the soft drink, yada yada yada. Anything else?
That's it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Well, I don't have the next Nancy Drew game installed yet. I don't own Polya, Boomer. That's not gonna work. Stardew Valley, I'm still trying to figure out that dadgum mod. So that's been an ongoing thing. But I don't have it. I don't have it downloaded or anything.
Mm-hmm.
The house flipper, I just have like a lot of little details that I need to do so I can photograph and sell some of the houses, because otherwise I won't be able to afford a new house. I did have an idea for one of the houses. Yeah. Yeah, playing games on stream for the first time, like trying to socialize and also trying to learn the controls and stuff and mechanics at the same time winds up being just a little too much. Okay, is Dead by Daylight one with zombies? If they're zombies, I cuss. What is Dead by Daylight? I feel like y'all are trying to trick me into something. Oh dear. What? What I'm hearing, and what I keep hearing from people, is that if we're going to do some kind of like special celebratory type stream at some point, everyone seems to want to watch me play like some kind of very intense rated M violent horror game. Like, this is a family friendly channel and I'll cuss. Because we're right about at the end here. Oh my god. One time, my brother got me to try playing Left 4 Dead with him, I think. Like one of the games in that franchise. Also, love this. Very fun. We did not get far, but I did manage to get one achievement, and it happens to be the only achievement that he was not able to get, and oh, he was mad. It was hilarious. It says you could play the forest. Oh my gosh. I honestly don't know if I could play the forest and also chat with y'all. Because when I'm playing the forest, since you're like basically being hunted, I feel like I have to be really quiet so that the cannibals don't hear me. Like, the brass prize arranged on its forearm, so strange. Oh joy, this is it. It says be really quiet, I'm hunting wabbits. They're hunting me. Oh, I could not.
That must be Glory.
I could not. That, like, every screenshot, fan art, anything from that game freaks me out so bad. There's no way. Y'all keep suggesting games I don't have on here. Nope. And I'm not gonna.
These stairs sure don't feel very safe.
That's how I feel on most stairs. Whoops. Broke the horse. Nancy, you vandal.
Oh my gosh, these must be jewels from that jewel heist.
Alright.
I should probably take these with me.
Yeah, that's smart. Why does she not take this one? It's so obvious.
A letter. Joy's father must have left it for her.
Aww. Oh,
My
so
dearest
Nancy's just gonna
Joy,
read it.
I hope Miles and his riddles have helped you remember how much you adored this horse and how dearly you loved the woman who gave it to you. I found this picture of her years ago, but I didn't want to give it to you until I knew you were ready. She loved you more than anything, Joy. We both did. Dad. P.S. If you want to see where Glory was carved, look for Kessler's symbol on the wall. I could never spend a lot of time in there. Very strange vibes.
Okay. Well,
so much for the stairs.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be getting out the same way we came in.
So this was Kessler's workshop. I'll bet that's the carousel horse that was stolen.
What was your first clue, detective?
Somebody's been making reproductions, or should I say forgeries.
At that point, why not just carve your own carousel horses? Like if you're that good at it, wouldn't you make your own and sell them for a fancy carousel or something? I do like this room. Partly because it's hidden. Okay. It's fun. Oh, computer. Lots of paint. Okay. Printouts. No, they're faxes. Oh my gosh. Is he selling his forged carousel horses over fax? Right. Dark horse. Oh my gosh. Already have 2 potential buyers. They learned about the hauntings on TV and are champing at the bit, as it were. But tis. Boomer, the fence sounds like you. Sooner they can get the horse, the better. How soon can you get 2 done? 40 you, 60 me split will work out great. Consider this a handshake. Da-da-da. It's taking me longer than I thought it would. Won't have the first horse ready to ship for 3 weeks. Second horse will be ready in maybe 5. 3 to 5 weeks is too long. This kind of buyer gets cold feet real fast. The longer you take, the more suspicious they'll get. Work faster. Should have started work on them before the theft. The horse was right there and he works here, so he could have just, you know, like, examined it in his off time and started work before he stole the thing so he wouldn't be on that kind of time crunch. So the bad guy is a terrible project manager. That's my takeaway. Alright. A pretty horse. Alright, end of the game.
Nancy, Nancy, Nancy. What have you done?
It's what you've done. You stole the horse, you fabricated the whole Haunted Carousel thing to increase its value, and now you're making not just one forgery, but several.
You think?
You let everyone believe you were just a hopeless procrastinator. But this is the real reason you're behind in your work, isn't it?
Right on all counts. Unfortunately, you're not going to get to tell anyone else. Ever.
No, wait. Look what I have. They're diamonds. Real diamonds. Someone stole them 23 years ago and stashed them in the park.
Well, well, little icing on the cake.
That's right. You want them? Here.
Ouch! Hey!
I've got to get out of here.
Okay, up we go. Oh.
I'm trapped. I've got to get out of here.
I've got you, Nancy. You're cornered. You might as well give up.
Haha.
Soon as I get out of here, I'm gonna call the police, Elliot. So don't bother making plans for tonight. Or the next 10 years. Dear Ned, after trapping Elliot, I managed to pry the exit open and had Harlan call the police. Elliot admitted to stealing the carousel horse and planning the remote control device. He knew that publicity from the hauntings would increase the value of his forgeries. Needless to say, he's gone back to not liking me. Harlan, on the other hand, adores me now, because not only did he share the credit for busting Elliot, but his sudden fame brought him 3 job offers. He's staying on at Captain's Cove out of loyalty to Paula, but he's happy knowing that being an ex-con will probably never be an issue for him again. As for Ingrid, she promptly attributed Elliot's bad behavior to a deficiency in some mineral I couldn't pronounce. And Joy, when I gave her the picture of her mother, she started smiling and has yet to stop. Inventing Miles was the best thing her late father could have done for her. In fact, when I went to the park to say goodbye just now, she wasn't in her office. She was riding the carousel. Ever yours, Nancy.
Aw, nice. Ooh! First one with the award at the end. Alright, what do we get? Magellan. Exploring every nook of every cranny in the game. Yeah, ha 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 ha. Alright. Let's see the trailer. Alright.
You have reached 555-4468. I can't come to the phone right now, so please leave a message.
Hi, Bess. Hi, George. Well, thanks to you guys, I'm leaving here and flying directly to the Pacific Northwest for some much-needed R&R. George, I just got off the phone with that marine biologist friend of yours. She insisted I stay with her, and she even said she'd take me whale watching on the tour boat she owns. Anyway, thanks for arranging this little vacation, you two. 1 whole week of peace, quiet, and sitting around doing nothing. This is gonna be awesome. Bye!
As if. I love Danger on Deception Island. Yeah, I love the little trailers. It always gets me in the mood to play the next game. Okay. I like it. I still think I might rank Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake higher. Was really good though. Any thoughts? Chiller said, ah yes. Terrible project manager is great villain motivation. Roy says, pick one from your list that you like. That is excellent advice, and I should take that in more areas of my life as well. Sound by Clatter and Din. What a great name. Testing by testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, wow. One guy was the voice of Harlan, Bishop, Anton Sukov, Receptionist, and Miles the Magnificent Memory Machine. Harlan and Miles are the same dude? What? Okay then. And the detective and Tink are the same guy. Okay. I'm always so impressed by voice actors. I don't know how they do it. I used to be able to do a decent Bernie Sanders impression. That's about all of the variety I've got. Oh my gosh, Nancy Drew, the Haunted Carousel was developed using Microsoft DirectX and C++. Copyright 2003. Wow. Wow. Gosh, distributed by Infogrames? Really? Haven't seen that logo in a minute. Man. I'm always so impressed. I can't do it. Do we want to do House Flipper a little bit? I feel like in Stardew Valley, we're getting very close to like romancing and whatnot. So I don't want the Stardew watchers to miss out. You want to do some House Flipper? KOTOR crashed on us last time, so I'm not actually sure where the save game is. Like, I don't know how far back it had last saved. Oh. I swear you guys actually do want to watch me suffer. Like, we're just here for soft, cozy vibes. Alright. I'm gonna put up the be right back, the screen, and try to get House Flipper running. Let's see. Ooh. All right. We should be back. Okay, and the gentlemen are discussing Doom. Luke says started first Doom earlier this year, hasn't finished it. It's got to the last level, and then Tears of the Kingdom came out, and then somehow 6 months have passed. I can't imagine how. Like, weird, what could possibly have happened? Will the chickens let me pet? Might not. There we go. Oh, that's a big question. Especially for a Monday. I might have to think about that one. Well, I was at the ice cream shop today, and I saw a table surrounded by a group of little old ladies who were eating ice cream while they figured out who was making what for Thanksgiving. And I feel like that's what living your best life looks like. Keep thinking I really want to swap out that couch. Like, if I'm making a space that is just a just a dark academia space or whatever, then that's a really good couch. But this one's my house. I don't know. I feel like I peaked in 2019, but also I met Luke since then, so yeah, that's more teal. I don't know. I don't know that I want to share all of my plans and stuff. Each one is striped. What? Well, that just looks Christmassy. Oh. Ooh. Okay, sorry. Well, 2019, I was doing pretty good with like positive habits, self-care. I was writing like every day. I won NaNoWriMo because I was writing every day anyway. And I was going to bed at like 10 o'clock at night and waking up at 6 in the morning and feeling good the whole day. It was fantastic. I'm like, all right, how do I get back to that? I miss feeling that good and being that productive and not being worn out. Then Savannah Dark. Whoop. Yeah, I know that a big thing is writing. Nope, no coffee. Never been a coffee drinker. Not gonna get into it. Oh. Scoop that for a minute. Okay. There's that. Yeah. She looks like she needs. Says no. Okay. Alright. Got food and water. Check on the turtle. Speedy camera. Yeah, I think, you know, I would like to get better at taking care of myself again. Restore some of those good habits that, kind of collapsed. Any other, like... furniture, living room, tables. How many different ones have like a raw wood top? One does, but it doesn't have storage underneath. Same with those. This one is actually like kind of tall. It's cool. Just not sure about this room. Oh. Alright, we'll keep that one for now. It's a small room anyway. Yeah, take better care of myself. Spend more time with friends and family. Like I would like to deepen my relationships. And being more creative would be nice. It's been a while. So, drawing, writing, even crochet. A little bit of everything. Luke, you don't have to convince me. I think that that sounds like a lovely plan. It's just such a terrible name for a company. Great product, but terrible name for a company. And I'm wanting to rearrange the living room, so... Okay. I found someone that was making some new books. So I want to see, did they tag them correctly? And what height are they? Looks like probably not tagged right. Whoop. I know. I know. I've tried a few things, a few ways, a few times, and still just struggling. And having Luke be my accountability partner sounds like it would be a great idea, but it's not, because he's too productive. So no matter how much I write, I still look like a failure next to how much he did. Boomer says not the husband, that'd be worse than hanging wallpaper together. Oh man. What kind of cute plushies do we have? Doesn't fit anywhere, but it's glorious. Yeah, if I've got momentum, if I'm doing well, then like having accountability partners and stuff is very helpful. If I'm doing poorly, then it just makes it worse. So I need to figure it out on my own. Luke, I can fit a suit of armor in the secret reading room. Yes. That's a necessity. That stays in here. It's perfect and beautiful. Luke says we need one IRL. Seriously. Aw. Thanks, Chiller. Yeah, I think I linked the audio version of one of my short stories in the chat. I actually still have not listened to that because I just haven't had the nerve to listen to someone read my story. Yeah, it should be in the books thread. Aw, thanks, Luke. I do think it's my best. Okay. Okay, library books. Oop. I love that. So he is very supportive. But hey, I did do a little writing today. Yeah, I need to get better about it, but I'm trying to ease my way back in. It's been a while since I've thought about really like what I want my life to look like. I've been doing a lot of short-term goals. I do like this room. It's turned out nice. It'd be better with some kind of molding, but maybe another time. All right. Okay. So everything matches. All right. So then I do know what I want my next build to be, I think. At least I've narrowed it down to a couple, but I own too many and I need to sell some to be able to afford more. Yes, there are a couple houses I could afford. I need to look at my list. So I need to look at a few lists. Yeah, trying to think about what do I want my life to be in this decade. All right, so this idea. I've got like 3 ideas for what to do next. Man cave. Nante. And okay. There we go. Yeah, how I envision my life is a very deep question for a Monday night. Like, creative but reliable would be nice. Wait a minute. I think my brother just sent me a birthday present. He did. Aww. Nice. My gosh, I knew I forgot something. Thank you for the reminder, Chiller. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write a post-it, and I'm gonna put it on my computer. Read Chiller story. My birthday was... it was while we had COVID. So I had to cancel all of my birthday plans. And yeah, it was sad. Let's see. I should not buy a new house. I should not buy a new house. I would have to look at my list anyway. Should not do that. Even though there's a few we could afford. Yeah, so we're trying to do that, but you know, we had to cancel everything because we were sick. But then, like... you know, we were sick, and then everyone else was waiting to see if they were going to come down with anything, and some people did, and some people didn't, and it's just been chaos. So... okay. So... most of them, it's like I just need to do a couple of details and then take pictures and sell it. Like, oh, I've sold 19? Pat on the back, me. I think, like, what's the... like, is it supposed to be structured like a short story or like part of a novel, or is it kind of its own thing because it's backstory? Like Luke is an editor, so he needs to know what he's supposed to edit it into. Oh, that's the most expensive one we sold so far? Okay. 19's a lot better than I thought I was doing, though. I think at 20 I get another... Okay, so you're looking for more of like a content edit thing, a does this story make sense? Rather than a is the plot structured in a way that would be satisfying for a reader type of thing. Okay. Yes, I think once I've sold 20, I get another achievement. Yeah, it's funny. Luke wrote short stories about his ranger's backstory. I found a theme song and made a little aesthetic mood board for my druid. Very different processes. Okay. I actually want to pull up my list real quick. So I have a little spreadsheet cheat sheet thing that I've made. Let's see, where is it? All right, have a good night, Boomer. It was good to see you. Where is that thing stored? Well, that's not it. Ah, there we go. House flipper ideas. Okay. So, did I come up with something else for House of the Hazard? Okay, I guess that makes sense. Are there any other terrible houses I could use? Okay. Browser. Okay. Me specifically. Okay, so plans for that. Plans for that. That and that. I have plans for all of these? Let's see. It's a house with a sea view. Okay. Now, are there any? Okay, that's the one that I don't have. I can't afford it right now, just looking at it. Really terrible, though. Like, the HGTV houses are also awful. This one's the worst. It, like, only sort of has a view of the beach, even though it's the best location in the game. Well, one of the best locations. Like, the beach is right there, and you can't see it from the house. problem with it is, as terrible as it is, I have 2 different ideas for it, and I can only do one of them. Right. Let's pull up a job. Well, we've done those recently. Did that one too. This one we haven't done for a minute. Do that one. Let's try this one. Why not? Okay. I'll skip the intro and stuff though.
How did it happen? The answer is Yuri Zilka.
Okay. Chiller, you started something, because now I'm going to be thinking about the how do I envision my life thing for, like, the rest of the evening. More mess? Apparently. Where else in the garden is there mess? Ah. Okay. All of it? Yes. Alright, so we just follow the trail upstairs. Okay. Excellent. Ooh. Alright. So the upstairs is half trashed. Panel everything. Few more panels. Okay. Whoop. That's an interesting one too, because I'm usually a very open person, like transparent to a fault. And I don't know if I'm really comfortable sharing like everything about how I would envision living my best life. Interesting. Like, I'm surprised to be uncomfortable, so I'm gonna have to think about that too. Like, if I want that to be my life, why would I be uncomfortable with saying it? So. Like, I already have too many things to talk to my therapist about. Don't give me more topics. Ooh, big mess. This room be suffering. Oh, change window. There we go. Oh. No, you're fine. Like I said, I'm very intrigued by that. So, yeah. I know I want to make stuff with my hands and with my mind. And I want to make a nice house that my husband can be happy in. And I want to feed him. I want to feed my husband all the foods. Uh-oh. Okay, paint the ceiling. Luke approves this plan. Chiller says, honestly, those are wonderful goals. I truly wish more spouses had goals like that. Right? Like, I get quite the sense of like personal validation out of being able to like feed my husband and make nice food for guests and all of this. Like, I am a domestic goddess. This kitchen is my domain. So I'd like to be able to lean into that more. Chiller says, you're supporting your husband. That is the most important thing. You're using your strengths to bring joy to his world. That means a lot to a man. Aw, what a nice way to put that. Like, he makes me feel safe and calm and happy. And those are things that I very much struggle to feel on my own. So, you know, it's like Full Metal Alchemist. There's equivalent exchange. At least I hope it's equivalent. I'm trying. Oh, he hears it plenty. He can't get me to shut up. I joke that since I did not date at all in my teen years, that means that I have to get all of my obnoxious out now. Good enough. And let's see. So tiny. It's such a tiny room for how much room they're putting in it. This way? I don't know if it'll fit. Oh yeah. Like, looking at the guys that I thought were attractive when I was in my teens and seeing how they've turned out, Wow, am I glad I didn't date in my teens. I could have been stuck with one of those losers. Oh, man. Like, not getting into, yeah, it wasn't all great, you know, had a lot of years being sad and lonely, but also not dating until my frontal lobe was fully developed. Not all bad. There's been some definite upsides. And I can tell you, like, absolute certainty, I did not find Luke, like, 100% God just put us together. That wasn't a find, that was a gift. Aww. Well, I am a romance writer, so that happens sometimes. Oh, dirty in the next room too? Oof. Chiller says God is the ultimate matchmaker since he is, you know, God. Seriously. So many years of what could the plan possibly be? And then just being like, oh, that was the plan. Duh. Okay. Guess I just needed to, like, be patient and it would come together. It's outside of my control and is in his. Fine. Yeah, worth the wait. Which is why I need to feed him really well. Let's see. Up door. Food is a love language. People underestimate it. Alright, so desk, wardrobe. Let's do the financial. I should probably do these first. Oh man, it says those are the same wood and they're not. Frustrating. I'll leave it in protest. Yeah, I had not thought of that. I'm gonna have to think about that now. Have you gone out on a personal quest to make me think about things tonight? In there. Hamster. Oh. Okay. Whole bedroom can smell like hamster. Every kid's dream. Schindler says, honestly, I just appreciate you and everyone else being open and honest. I ask myself these same questions. My own worst critic. What? No, can't relate. Two. Two. There. Here. There we go. Yeah, that'll be nice. Put this over here, like they're doing research. Okay. And okay, yeah, this room. Hmm. So there's this thing I saw online that's one of those things where I've thought about it a lot, but I still need to think about it more. It says something like, if you're always giving it your best, then your best is no longer your best, it's your baseline. And that would be like expecting you to be able to adrenaline flip a car as your daily workout. Like, there's a reason your best is not your baseline. Hey, Trumpet, welcome, welcome. How are you today? How was your weekend? Trumpet says the weekend was spent fighting with finicky Christmas lights. It's Christmas time! It's not even Thanksgiving yet! Okay. Okay, I don't understand the people who put the Christmas trees up that early. That's too much. Oh, fancy light. Feels like a lot. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that sounds troublesome. Oh. Trumpet says, I love Christmas, but September would be too early for me. Like, I love Halloween. I love it. But I saw all these people starting Halloween in August, and no. That's too much Halloween. I'm sorry. Is there a nightstand? I don't know if there's a nightstand. I think the chest of drawers is the closest thing there is. It's more like an office that happens to have a bed in it. Fit this way? Barely, kind of. Ooh. I wouldn't mind having 2014 again. Dark. That here. Okay. Then asking the big think questions tonight. But yes, I can very much relate to feeling like if I can do better and I'm not, then I shouldn't do it all. I'm working on it. My current homework from my therapist is to make something bad on purpose. I'm not the only romantic in this house. Chiller asked Luke, what's your favorite costume Princess has worn? And Luke asks, does her wedding dress count? Trumpet asks, Princess, did you have to change any monitor settings for Dark Fall? I can either make it windowed and it's tiny, or I can leave it full screen but it messes with my resolution. In what way does it mess with your resolution? Because I was playing it full screen, but if I minimized, then I could only see like one corner of my home screen. It was very strange. Once I exited the game, it would reset, but Oh. Oh, luckily I didn't really have issues because I don't think I'd be enough of a techie to fix that. Wow, that is a bright light. Why would they want that in their bedroom? Oh my gosh. I don't know. Now I'm curious as to why you're having issues, but I did not. I tend to be cursed with technical difficulties, so why would that be the one thing that would work? Sorry, Trumpet. It's like when you let someone borrow your dice and they curse them. Where can I put this? Luke, that's like all of my Halloween costumes. Yeah, when we were dating, we did... Okay, so, Chiller, you have to know though, when he says Batwoman, he's not talking about, like, the comic book character. We're big fans of MST3K. Mystery Science Theater 3000 with all of the terrible, terrible movies. And one of them is called The Wild World of Batwoman. And it's terrible. It's incredibly low budget. She made her own costume. They weren't going to have to give their main character superhero a costume. She had to make her own. She drew a bat logo on her, like, décolletage with an eyeliner pencil. Like, the way that they cast her squad of fighting go-go dancing Batgirls, not kidding, was the filmmaker heard that, let's go with a local business where there was dancing had been raided by the police. So he, like, went there while the like, investigation and stuff was still ongoing, and, like, asked the girls who'd been working there if they would like to be in a movie now that they wouldn't be at work for the next couple of weeks or so. Okay. Hey, we made decent money. Yeah, so 1 year... Alright. 1 year, I dressed up as Wendy from Gravity Falls, and Luke dressed up as Dipper. That was when we were dating. And then I know, right? Like that's problem solving. Yeah, so one year I dressed up as the Batwoman, the worst female superhero from a Mystery Science Theater movie, and he dressed up as the Puma Man, the worst male superhero from a Mystery Science Theater movie. And this year I was not feeling well because I was coming down with COVID, so we didn't really have costuming so much. But last year he dressed up as Mike Nelson from MST3K, and I dressed up as Pearl Forrester, which was oddly fun. So, yeah, Mystery Science Theater tends to get into our couples' costumes. One of these days, I really want to dress up as, I believe their names are Derek and Betty from Teenagers from Outer Space. We are something. Like, because we want to do couples costumes, but we don't want to do any of the kind of generic Halloween store couples costumes. So, yeah, we're the quirky couple. The other day, friend was over and had to pop into our bathroom to grab something, and it was the first time she had seen our shower curtain, which is a shower curtain sized print of the poster for Gamera versus, I think, Gauss. So the shower curtain is the poster for a Gamera movie. And she stepped in the bathroom, saw it, and just froze, stared at it for a minute, and said something like, "I love how much you two have made this house your own." Yes, he is a kaiju. He is a giant, flying, fire-breathing turtle who is the friend of children everywhere. He's really neat and full of turtle meat. The pet turtle in House Flipper is named after him. Like, we got a pet turtle so we could name it Gamera. See? That's Gamera. He's really neat. And full of turtle meat. We all love you, Gamera. Yes, so House Flipper has several DLC expansions. They each add very distinctive styles to the game. And one of them is the Pets expansion, and it lets you have pets. So we have a turtle and a dog, because when you start the expansion, you get a dog. Like, that's how they introduce the pets. So, but yeah, the turtle, fantastic. They have a few kind of quirky smaller pets. Turtle is the weirdest pet that you can get, I think. But as soon as we saw you could get turtles, it's like, well, obviously we need to get one and name it Gamera. And Luke loves turtles, so. I know there's an iguana. I think there's a snake, but I always scroll past that part really fast. Here. Pets, small pets. We've got bunny, rats, fish, iguana, birds, snake, spider. Okay. Hamster, guinea pig. turtle. I can never remember the name for the phobia, but I can't snake. Can't do it. Again, I had to rename my snake plant so that I could bring it in the house. Chiller asks, Princess, were your nerdy interests encouraged as a kid? Oh, you could say that. My parents are extremely nerdy. And when I say that, I mean, like, when my mom wanted to keep us busy and needed to use the TV as a babysitter so that she could take a nap, she would put on Universal Monster movies. She's an old school monster movie nerd. So I came into Mystery Science Theater, honestly. I was led there. There was no other way I could go. Or it says, ophidiophobia is an extreme, overwhelming fear of snakes. That's the one. Yeah, my parents are extremely nerdy. They raised very nerdy kids. I think I was maybe 4 when I discovered Egyptian mummies. And they went with it and let me be the weird, morbid kid that always was carrying around books about dead people and what happened to their bodies. So. Oh yeah. Yeah, they were full on nerd support. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was weird kid. Ah. Okay. Oh. Okay. They would sometimes be a little unsure of what to do with me because they were more like techie nerds and I'm more humanities nerd. Still the wrong thing. There we go. But you know, they gave it their best, and like people will meet me and they'll think that I'm quirky and all of that, and then they'll meet my parents or even just one of my parents and be like, oh, you make sense now. I see where this came from. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, and my brothers were all more techie. And yeah. So like one of my mom's things that she's geeky about is folk music. And like I never really got all that much into folk music. Like I can appreciate it, but it's not my thing the same way it's her thing. But I am very, very into folklore. Oops. Okay. Happy puppy. Yeah, so while my mom is super into folk music, I'm extremely into folklore. So slightly different nerdy interests, but enough overlap to understand each other. Yeah, they very much like encouraged me to grow up to be the quirkiest, nerdiest version of myself possible. Which I'm very appreciative of, and I think probably contributes to how close I am with my parents. Yeah, it's a whole family of nerds. Like, all of us. We're all nerdy about different things, but we can all appreciate each other's passions. So. Let's see. Just want like a small job. Should do one of the email ones. Oh, they've got the Christmas jobs in there. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yep. Paint sleepy blue. As long as you get a certain percentage, it auto-completes. Yep. Vacuuming the windows. Yep. Roy, have you ever seen the movie Seven Brides for Seven Brothers? Alright, well, Roy, your story to me has very strong vibes like the barn raising scene in that movie. I love it. It's a musical written by a husband and wife team. And it's kind of a frontier era. And on the frontier or whatever, and this woman agrees to marry this woodsman who lives up in the mountains, and she thinks that this is going to be like a this wild love story, and they get out there and she finds out that he lives with his 6 brothers, and now she's supposed to cook and clean and keep house for all of them. And she's not happy that it's a surprise. And they are woodsmen, you know, they kind of live like animals. So she decides that, well, that's just not acceptable. So she's going to train them to be like properly civilized gentlemen and find them wives so that they can move out and someone else can cook and clean for them. And I find it absolutely charming. Sort of like a little bit of that mixed with a little bit of like Pygmalion or My Fair Lady. And in some ways kind of Beauty and the Beast. That's the one, Roy. Yep, I love it. I got Luke to watch it with me. He didn't enjoy it as much as I did. I think it might be more popular with women. For some reason. I don't know what men have against musicals. Looks like it was fine. This is better than any modern musical, that's for sure. Roy says, I've seen it 3 times all the way through. I've seen it a few more than that. Chiller, it does have kidnapping though. Hey, Luciation, welcome, welcome. Trumpet says Facebook just suggested an article claiming the KOTOR remake is dead. I saw some stuff about that recently. Well, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I don't know about franchises anymore, you know? Like, once you have intellectual property changing hands, it just seems like a recipe for disaster. Vision says, hey, just got back from Roy's favorite, Walmart. Nothing dramatic with ours. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I've seen dramatic things at Walmart, but I feel like the wildest ones always got saved for Kroger. It's not bad. Just doing a couple of the jobs. So we finished Nancy Drew. So doing a couple jobs in House Flipper so we can keep hanging out. And don't we all feel grateful for it now? Radiator, clean the window. There's that. I remember, when, what's her face? I didn't get into the series, but you know the book series that True Blood was based on? Or when the last book came out, the author had to cancel her book signing tour because she was getting so many death threats over which way different people wanted the love triangle to end up. Roy says, my mother said she would rather be eat than go shopping, but I'd rather have the top of my head taken off and cheese grated instead of going to Walmart. Some tits. Trumpet says, I just finished the David Animorphs trilogy, so I'm taking a break to listen to the next Thrawn novel. Okay. I don't like this chair with this desk. I feel like the chair is bigger than the desk. Okay. But yeah, there were people threatening to kill this author based on which fictional people got married and or whatever. And like, I'm a hardcore shipper and I've never been that invested in a ship. Also, makes me glad that I don't write love triangles. If there's something I really, really hate, I might quit watching a series. I might even quit reading an author. But I've never felt the need to write a strongly worded letter over it. Been doing that a lot lately, Trumpet. Talking to a friend today while she was doing my hair, and she was talking about that, like, she's Southern Baptist, so they don't do Lent, but she's thinking she might do Lent anyway, just because it's as good a time as any to give something up. And she's thinking she needs to give up social media for a while. Yeah. Probably need to do the same. Like, all it does anymore is make me angry, so... And I don't like being angry. Where else are there rooms? Okay, I'm missing 2 more rooms. Tiller says that's what everyone says for Lent. It was bold in 2013, now it's just a yearly tradition. Yeah, I know, I'm trying. We're at a point now where we give where we have like 2 months out of the year where we're not using social media, and I'll scroll past but still be haunted by it. So I think I would not give I think if I do a break from social media, which honestly I need to do here like sooner than Lent. I think if I was going to do a break, I don't think I'd give up Discord, partly because, you know, I need it for this, but also, like, I actually talk to people that I enjoy on it. I curate what groups I'm in and stuff, so like, I am getting positive socializing out of that one. But Pinterest, I doom scroll. And Instagram, I don't have positive interactions on anymore. Everyone is awful, and all of my nice friends have left it, so now I just see mean comments from strangers. Like, I gotta give up Instagram. I'm just so used to picking up my phone and click. Okay, doesn't save what to paint with what. Wonder if it'll let me paint the whole thing blue, so that I don't have to try to decide where to put the gray. I don't really want to do this half and half thing that they've got up now. Haven't been on Facebook in almost a year. So that one was easy. There was some creeper in the UK who would not stop messaging me. Had like 5 different accounts he was messaging me from. I reported all of them and only one got taken down. So just a drawers and book. Okay. Like, I like ones where I can curate my experience a lot more, and the Instagram algorithm is the worst. Okay. Is everything done? Wow, we got 11,000 for installing a couple of radiators? Excellent. That is an excellent sales pitch, Trumpet. It says cats can't see anything placed directly under their nose. Neither can I, they're not special. that's a big one, though. I don't think I want to do any jobs that big right now. I don't know, Trumpet. That might be worth looking up, though. Do you have a cat? Okay. I'm a fan of cats. I don't want one in real life right now. But in general, I'm a fan. Do you think I'm gonna wrap up, though? I don't like how the table keeps disappearing. It's not even custom content, so that's not why it does it. I can. Ah, glorious. Alright. So, I'll call it here, and I should be back. Oh my gosh, I keep messing up my bangs and I don't know how. Okay, anyway. Should be back tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern. You know, if anything changes with that, post in the Discord. But should be back to House Flipper, 3 o'clock Eastern tomorrow. So, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm so glad you were able to spend this time with me. And I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Bye, everybody.